Hi, I'm standing at the minute because I want to show you how wide and balloon my beach dress. This is it, my vintage display flower seaside costume from your Queen of Bling Bling. Hi, I'm gonna sit down first. Now, before I talk, I'm going to sit down. Yes, this is our second vlogging this afternoon, and I'm gonna settle first before I get excited of talking. Yes, yeah, oh my God, it's hot. But yeah, but we can't open the door like I said before. I don't want the neighbor to hear my voice that I'm vlogging. Anyway, my vlogging for today is a continuation of my stone early on. My life, my family. Yes, the stone, we have a stone here which is like they go and visit as well because it's a miracle stone. It grow there. We call it in the Philippines, buhay na bato, which is formation, which is beautiful. Foreigner go there to see it and then wish whatever they want to see, especially European. They call it Stonehenge, which is down in the south. We are in the north, but the Stonehenge is in the south. But to continue my blogging, my son graduated last year in Scotland, Glasgow University with his master. So I'm gonna say it again. So because he's going to do his master graduation, a proud mama should go there, your Queen of Bling Bling should go there to attend the graduation, and my husband. So now we're ready there. But what a coincidence, going to Scotland, me and my husband plan to have a holiday there for at least a week. Also to visit the place, they call it Canalis Island. Canalis Island, you can Google, say that again, darling. Say that again, I cannot. Cavendish Island. You see, my husband he's very English, very discreet to speak. Cavendish Islands, which is, you can Google it, you can see it in the internet, what it look like. It is also buhay na bato, limestone, which is formed there many years ago. The same with Stonehenge. People in Europe, my husband was talking again, but I cannot understand, I don't want to say it. People in Europe come to Scotland to visit it because they said it's a miracle stone there. It grows there for 100 years. But then every year, they had this time of equinox, you go and visit there that time. So me and my husband prepare for that, to see that. You see, my husband says something, but I could not understand, but I will blog to you what I know. So we went there and visit the island. We drive there, but first we visit my son graduation to Glasgow University. I repeat it again, Glasgow University Master. So we went there, attend the graduation, perfect day for my son, so that's it. But then from the graduation, we drive further to the island. And to go to the island is to see this Cavendish Island, beautiful stone. But we have to wait in the evening because in the evening there is something going on. Like people go there and in the evening there is like worship time in the evening because they will see, I think, it's equinox, the moon in the sky, and you will witness that. So obviously I'm only learning what's going on. I'm just inquisitive. I'm just, like I said to you, I'm open-minded. I do not what you call that, judge whatever I see. But yeah, they go there, they have their like a music thing, harp things, whatever that they will play in the evening. So we were outside of this big stone, parade of the stone. We went in there, beautiful. So I wish as well, I wanted to wish. Obviously, you do what the Romans do. When you go to Rome, you do what the Romans do. So I went there as well, and investigate what the people do. And my husband really wish is to go there for his mother, because my mother-in-law, who was a teacher as well, and my son become a teacher as well, my husband would love to do the last bucket list of my mother-in-law. But they've been there before, but she never really went to the island. But she really wished to visit the island, whatever, in her lifetime. But obviously, the traveling is difficult, the old-fashioned time. So she never done it. But she attended my son's graduation in Sterling. So, but my husband is a good son. He wanted to do what the mother's wish. So at the same time, it's a coincidence to us that Jonathan do his master in Glasgow, education thing. And then my mother-in-law will be happy as well to see that my son also went into this field of education teaching, you see. So that's it. So we went there, we practiced that, and that's why I continue my blogging. I said, oh, I got the subject today about that. I want wherever my mother-in-law now, she's in heaven now, she will be happy that I have to mention it as well, because we're talking stone, you see, and they love anything to do with this kind of stone, the quartz, and the one that I showed you earlier, my first blogging. And so I will stop now my talking about that, because I really just want to say to blog about that for the subject that I could talk. I finished now my talking. My talking all the time is industrious and be creative. That's it. That's me, because I'm always industrious. That's in my mind. I will never stop working. Maybe I will stop working only when I'm dead, or I will stop those things when I cannot, when my body cannot do anymore. But I'm always doing things. But now, my blogging is to continuation. I will start. Shall I start my Japanese? Because I continue as well with my Japanese last week. I am with Japanese and Chinese. This time, I will blog my Japanese plate. This is the type of imari plate. Again, but very old. I'm telling you that 1870, in the time of the expensive antique, you can't buy this. You can't find them because they are very expensive. Highly, highly priced by the dealer or the collector. They call this beautiful thing scallop. They call that scallop. You see, they got marked. You see, not made in Japan or made in China. They only got that. What dynasty is that? The same thing with this one. There is no mark, but you see the old, and that is their, that is the sign of very old 1870. That sort of thing, Victorian time or Spanish time with us. So we always keep them because we pay a lot of money when we're doing antique. So that's it. But it's always our pride and joy that we manage to hold them or to keep them. Any dealer wooden contest, they call it scallop design or fluted, because that was the time, late Victoriana, when also the Grand Tour, they call it Grand Tour, they visit Japan, they bring back artifacts here, and that's what they keep it. And so the antique dealer, that's what they always price. I have this little one. This is could be 1950, this type of thing. You could get this in a big bus, in a small bus, but so far this is the only one I found. I think we got a big one, but I could not find at the moment. As I said to you, I keep digging in my our artifact. This is again Japanese, as you see. There's mark underneath, beautiful. In another type of pottery, they will call that design cloisonne. But because this is a porcelain, similar to the cloisonne as well. Again, small vases, you could use whatever you want to do, trinkets or a little flower there. That's it. And that's my blogging for my pottery porcelain. You see, this is the love of our life. Me and my husband, every time we see them, we will say, oh my God, we still have that. That's it. But at the same time, we are clearing our garage, we are tidying. I'm doing again the house, because when we first moved here 3 years ago, I can't be bothered because I have done enough now with our lifetime. You see, well, I think our dog see again another people there. Maybe postman again. And so we go now to my doll. This type of doll, porcelain, a different type of doll. They are expressionists. If you can focus, darling, every one of them with their faces, that we call them in the collectability, they are expressionists, but they are porcelain again. You see, so some of them are grumpy, some of them taking out their tongue, some of them are doing like that. We call them impressionists, grumpy face. I still got a bag of that I could blog here. And so those are the beautiful expressionist collectability that they do in the antique world when I'm collecting them. And now, to my love of my life, my fantasy, my joy, my vaccine, your Bling Bling Queen vaccine, my amber necklace. What more can I say? They are my amber necklaces. See, one by one, darling, you cannot buy them anymore now. It's hard to find unless you go to the antique shop and you pay money, because you can find them only in the antique shop. As those girls who wanted vintage shop, you still find them in the antique shop because they have been amber. This was produced in 1940 up to the 1960. That is what amber all about, because they're very popular during the war or after the war, very demand. Like I said to you, some of my amber, I met some people who we both, the grandfather, Ursula, come from Poland, and the only jewelry that she escaped is amber. And that's why I know the story of amber. But this one is beautiful. Again, multi, fit for the queen. I always say that. But anything that I choose and collect, always fit for the queen. Because otherwise I will not have them. You see, so I mean myself, my darling, as you see, I feel like I am completed my costume today about summertime and looking like I'm in Boracay Island, displaying all my vintage jewelry. And that's it. And so, hi. Before I forgot to say hi, hello to my kingdom, Taiwan, Kalibu, Aklan, Isla de Boracay, Republic of the Philippines. Hi, family ni Pomoseno. That's it. And my dearest and nearest friend, say hi to everyone. But before I sign off, my husband was pointing my bag, my beautiful 70s vintage bag. They are from the 60s, 70s to 80s, that style. Have a look, then look at them. They are beautiful, they are pristine, never been used, because that's how I collect. I'll buy them in a vintage shop, put them away, and I know I have them in my collectability. That is why I'm displaying them now. You can use them in the evening wear as well, but then it's more daytime. But have a look, because they are leather from the 70s, and mainly brown are made in the 70s. That's it. That's all I can say. But I have done now, and I'd like to now to say signed off. Please be very careful. I'll see you next time. And with the pandemic, we can hear again in the news. I just heard again in the news that there are places that has been locked down because of the corona still around, testing and chasing. That's all we are doing at the minute. But so far, me and my husband, we're always locked down. We're too used to it now. If we go out, we're too wary, we're too be careful. That's it. We're wearing masks all the time. Some people are complaining they are not wearing, but they will be fine, and that's it. But to us, I would like to say, good afternoon and good evening, and stay safe, stay tuned. My husband saying, stay tuned. I'll give you a smile.